How are we feeling before this this Hot Ones challenge that we're about to endure here?
I'd say terrified would be the first word that comes to my mind. I've watched a lot of the YouTube videos today just to see if anyone has handled it very well, and I don't think anyone has. So
No. So I told you guys. First of all, explain who you got with us today.
well, we got Jeff Grace, teammate of mine, one of my best friends on the team. So we're gonna tackle it together.
All right, what's up, Jeff? How you feeling, man?
Mixed emotions. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, it's him.
How did he rope you into this?
Desperation.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I didn't really want him to suffer alone, so I
Okay.
guess we got to suffer together.
Okay, sounds good. So we are doing the Hot Ones challenge tonight. We got Sam and Jeff, and then obviously our good friend Brett Baker, guy we call in every single time we do this. This is probably the 5th or 6th time we've called you, isn't it?
Yeah, at least. Yes.
Yeah. So we've called Brett quite a bit. Used quite a bit of his sauce as well. But we have the wings, we have the sauces, we have the plates. You guys got? Are you going with any fluids?
We have a jug of milk.
You got a
over
jug
there,
of
right?
milk.
I think we're probably both.
All right, because
Yeah.
we'll be able to take breaks. We'll be able to take commercial breaks and all that good stuff.
We'll
So,
figure it out as we go along.
all right. So I'm going to kind of step out of the way, Brett. You know how this works better than anybody. You got your special Tupperware that
Yeah.
you designate
I
each
know.
sauce
It's,
with.
it's a whole show now. I just show up with the sauces whenever you guys call.
Exactly.
But so, how are you guys with spicy food? We'll start off with the traditional question. How are you guys with hot food? Spicy.
Very average, I would say. Middle of the
It all
pack.
depends on what it is, but usually not too good.
Prefer not too good. All right.
Not too good.
All right, Jeff, confident off the start. Flats or drums? Do we have a preference?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Probably flat.
All right. We'll throw in a flat. We'll throw in a drum here.
Yeah, both.
All right. So we got to save some for the baseball guys. So I
Yeah.
won't partake.
That's fine. I don't need
You
to
should
either.
partake with us, I feel like.
Well, I know I should, but he only got 50 wings.
That's all DP's. That's DP's orders.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
we could order more.
We always
You know.
could. Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So you familiar with the show? You see the show a lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any favorite episodes?
Shaq.
Definitely the
We were just
Shaq.
watching Shaq. before we got
Shaq's a
here.
good one.
Yeah.
He went nuts. Early on, it's easy going here, actually. So we're going to start off with Louisiana hot sauce. This one doesn't even crack 4 digits on the Scoville scale. Let me pull it up here. Here we go. Yeah, only 550 units on the Scoville scale. So this is easy stuff. Let me get you guys plates.
This is nothing.
Even this
Yeah.
stuff isn't like
Walk
easy
it
for me
apart.
You know. I'll let you guys know this as somebody that's done this twice now. You know it's gonna kind of hurt when you smell it and it makes you cough before it even takes it out.
That
of
is
the Tupperware.
that is a fact.
So what's
Yeah.
like your biggest advice?
Sam, up first.
just try. I mean, you're gonna start sweating. You might. I hope you got a shirt underneath
Not
that
early
sweatshirt. Not early
Early
on.
on, it's pretty tasty.
First like 3 or 4 are pretty are just fine.
I would say through 6. They're all pretty good.
Seven's when it gets cranked up. That's right.
Yep,
Brett.
that would be pain 100%.
Yeah.
So this is good. This is just Louisiana hot sauce. This is a good starter. But yeah, it will definitely it will turn up going down the road. See, there we go. All right, Sam's already through one.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Now you guys got practice tomorrow morning. You guys were saying that before, so there was a little concern that this might, come back up, not come back up, but come out tomorrow.
Come back up. You
but-
made it sound real good there.
Yeah, exactly. No, we're okay. So now, all right. So you guys got through that pretty easy. How
That
we
was good.
feeling?
That was
Not
good.
bad.
No spice, really.
There you go.
Just a good one.
See, just
All
a
right.
walk in the park. I mean, think about it. They've had like almost 250 episodes now. All kinds of folks have made it through it. Men, women. So it's doable. More people complete it than don't.
I'm definitely not finishing the wings by the end of this, though.
Yeah,
That's
no,
okay.
We
Do the one bite thing.
they had the Wing Fest down at Haymarket Park this summer,
Mhm.
and it was like it wasn't like this. Like it was like it was more about like who makes the best wing. And yeah, I made the mistake of like eating like all 12.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, well, I'm done for the evening.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I will definitely do it to you.
Yeah.
What do you think of the first one, Jeff? I didn't really hear your
Not
thoughts.
bad. I like Louisiana food.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty
It's
good.
just a normal spice. Like it's not bad. Like
Yeah.
it's just got a nice little kick.
It's more
Yeah.
tasty
Little
than
kick.
like.
But it's like if I got 10 of them, I'd be able to eat all 10
Yep.
because it's just hot.
100%.
Yeah.
You can, anything you can buy at the grocery store is probably not going to crush you too bad.
So-
All right, we are on to wing 2. This is Tapatio.
So what's this one on the scale?
This is salsa picante. Let me see. Let's pull this up.
I'm so scared. Not,
Nah,
not
you're-
for this, but for this.
The future.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. So this is stepping a little bit to 3,000 units on the Scoville scale. Are you guys familiar with how that works?
Not
a
really.
little bit, not too much.
So like the guy who figured it out, Professor Scoville, I guess. So every unit of heat versus a unit of water. So like Louisiana, it doesn't take much to dilute it. So 550 is very low. Whereas the stuff at the bottom end, your top end, which is 2 million plus, takes a lot more water to dilute it and make sure that it's no longer hot and spicy. You can just throw your bones in there, like stack those or whatever. There you go. Yeah, that's again, it's a good table sauce. We're just getting it rolling.
I like how we're starting off. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
how they get you.
That is how they
Yeah.
get you.
That's
I
how
like
they
it
get
ended like
They,
this,
they
but
welcome you in.
All right. So how's preseason going so far? You guys played Chadron State the other
Yeah.
night. How's everything going?
Going good. Really fun team to be a part of right now, and we're just excited to get started.
I agree.
We got Colorado coming up
We do this weekend.
Sunday.
Yeah. in Boulder, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Nice.
Always a good place to go beat Colorado.
Yeah.
Old Big 8 days. Still a lot of
Mhm.
hate for CU. Beautiful campus though. Really nice surroundings.
It
But
is beautiful.
I was up there. We went up there for the 2019 game.
Gotcha. Oh, that was a frustrating one.
Yep.
was
Until
a
I
tough
went to
one to be a
Dublin,
part
that was
of.
the most expensive loss I ever paid to
Yeah.
witness.
Dublin.
Dublin
Yeah.
is now the easy number one most expensive loss I've ever paid to witness.
Man. All right. So what's like travel schedule like for Boulder then? When are we heading out?
We leave Sunday at 2 p.m. I believe.
Oh, nice.
No, Saturday.
Oh yeah, Saturday.
Play
Sorry,
at 4
Yeah.
on
Sunday, right? Yeah. Gotcha.
Just an exhibition. Doesn't mean too much.
I think
Still,
isn't it one for charity and everything too?
Charity,
Nice. That's awesome.
Yep.
Because that's what they did here last year, and then they're renewing it to this year at Colorado though.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, moving on. This is El Yucateco Chili Habanero. Let's see where this checks in. Yep. 5,790 on the Scoville unit. So it's, it's stepping up a little bit, but this is still early days.
We're on up.
You guys will be fine. You can just like stack those two, Sam, so they don't like pile up.
That's pretty good.
Is it a little hot, Jeff?
You can definitely feel this.
Yeah, a little hot. Yeah.
Well, after this one, so like all this stuff so far, you can like buy in the grocery store. After this one, now it starts stepping up into stuff. Like folks who that's all they do is make hot sauce,
Well, I feel
and
it.
yeah, you gotta kind of order a lot of this stuff. Not too readily available locally.
I was gonna say. So what number is like the cap of things you can buy at Hy-Vee or at a market?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess not much more than like
'Kay.
10,000.
And so we're through three.
There's some good local stuff. There's some folks up like near Papillion, I think, or something like Voodoo Sauces or something.
Gotcha.
They make some pretty good stuff.
So we're through 3 right now.
This is hot already.
I was say,
This
how
is
are we
good.
feeling?
Yeah.
So here's my secret. Like when I did the show, we flipped it and I interviewed Sean, but I would not stop with follow-up questions until my mouth didn't hurt. And so I'm like, okay, that was just my way of fending it off and surviving. So no need to rush. We got a full hour here. You're already down 3 in.
We will only eat wings while we are on the air.
Okay.
So what we'll probably do, just because I know how this pace is work and how the other feelings of the other hot sauces come about, we'll do one more wing and we'll take a break.
Cool.
That way you guys can get some milk,
Yeah.
get some water, whatever you need. Give some time because time's the only thing that will really help. And we'll get ready
It
to
is
go.
true. So this is one of my favorites. This is from a gal, Queen Majesty. She used to be a DJ. Now she makes and sells hot sauce in Brooklyn. But it's red habanero and black coffee hot sauce. Are you guys coffee drinkers?
I am. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, this is good stuff. She's excellent. She's got a whole bunch of, I would always recommend her site, heatness.com. They're hot sauce purveyors in Brooklyn. My man Noah running that shop. So if you're interested in hot sauce and finding different stuff, and like they sell the whole hot ones line. So if you just want to dip in, I think it's like $120 for all 10. So
We'll see after today.
Yeah, we'll see after
Go down
today. All right, passing it down to Sam. Let's see where we go. Queen Majesty Black Coffee, 14,000. So it's your first 5-figure
Okay.
hot sauce.
I'll believe it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can definitely smell this.
That smells good though.
This one is good. This is like on the
This one
higher
tastes-
end, but
yeah, it tastes
it
good.
does taste good.
You know it's bad when it stops having flavor and just has heat.
Yeah, well,
So
that's number 8 for
that's
sure.
yeah, it's
Good job.
coming.
Yeah, this one tastes really good actually.
See, there you go. It's usually a mental thing,
They give you a tame
Yeah.
one before
Yeah.
they.
and then people
Crank it
get
up.
cocky, and then it all goes.
Yeah, this
sideways.
is easy. This is easy.
It all goes sideways.
Not bad.
You good, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I do need to refill this water.
That's
though.
fine. That's fine. We'll take a break here in a second. All right. So how are we feeling? 4 wings down. We okay?
Definitely heat on the tongue. Nowhere else really.
Okay.
Lips a little bit, but
You can definitely feel it, but I feel like we can keep going.
yeah.
All right.
There you
You
go.
feeling all right?
Let's keep it going. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Well,
Careful
then-
around the eyes.
Yeah.
is always the
Yep.
advice. Yeah, don't touch
Yeah.
it. And the next time you go to use the facilities, wash
Wash.
your hands beforehand.
Yeah.
Personal
100%.
experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right. So we'll go ahead and take a break. Sam Hoiberg show. We're doing the Hot Ones challenge. Our good friend Brett Baker's in here. Jeff Grace is in here as well. We're hanging out. We're trying some hot wings. Thanks again to Wingstop for providing the 50 wings for us, and as always, Brett for bringing us sauces, the Tupperware, all that good stuff as well. All right. If you guys have any comments throughout the show, 402-464-5685, the Hollywood Lincoln Hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back in a couple minutes with wing number 5 after the guys get some fluids in them and get their heat in the mouths to kind of subside for a moment. So we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scottsbluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
Hey, buying a used vehicle sucks, and the biggest problem is who can you trust? Hey, this is Carl from Price Right Auto out here at West O Street in Lincoln. Here's what customers have told us they want from us. They want transparent pricing with no games. We have all of our pricing on our website, plus a Carfax report. We don't want to buy a lemon. We include a 3-month warranty on all of our vehicles. We don't want to play games. Just make it simple. We saw that with non-commissioned salespeople. Can you trust us? Just check out our Google reviews. Again, this is Carl from Price Right Auto in West O. Check us out at PriceRightAuto.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa,
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. It's soul food right here in Lincoln. Ribs, wings, catfish, coleslaw, cornbread, grits. I mean, I'd say it's food like your grandma used to make, but my grandma never made food like that. If you haven't already, you've got to give it a try. Check out their location across from South Point at 27th and Pine Lake, or find their food truck at events all over town, or visit them online at maryellens.com to see the full menu. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Let them fix you a plate.
Think you need a new furnace due to a cracked heat exchanger? Call Bryant for a free second opinion. Might save you thousands, no matter what brand. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. We do whatever it takes.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Serve Nebraska thanks all the nominators, nominees, and sponsors for helping to honor their dedication. The Lifetime Achievement Award is the most prestigious award in the state given for volunteerism. Serve Nebraska is proud to award this year's Lifetime Achievement Award to Henry Potter of Willow Island. He's being honored for founding L2 for Kids. L2 for Kids is entirely volunteer run and works towards boosting children's self-esteem by providing new clothes and shoes for their first day of school. In 2021, they purchased new clothes for 967 Central Nebraska students. Congratulations to all the 2022 Step Forward Award honorees. Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy and safe Halloween weekend. With all the parents and kids out and about, they encourage drivers to be careful and respectful of trick-or-treaters. This important message comes to you from Bart, Mike, and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Fall has arrived, and it's the perfect weather for the DIY market to listen to the game while building a deck. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smooth. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671 or go online at deckcityne.com.
Join us on Friday from 4 to 6 at Bourbon Street as we get you ready for Saturday's game against Illinois. Old School Jay Foreman and DP goes from 4 to 6 p.m. Stop by for some of the best drinks and Cajun food in town at Bourbon Street at 8th and Q.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Get a lot of advice about self-care these days, but one of the most important self-care steps we can take is making sure we're financially secure later in life. For small steps you can take to save for retirement, visit WeSaySaveIt.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to the Sam Hoiberg Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Sam Hoiberg Show. Nick Sander, Brett Baker hanging out with you guys, as well as Jeff Grace, and then obviously Sam Hoiberg. All right, so we've gotten through 4 of the wings here on the Hot Ones, and we're feeling okay. Yeah. We did bring in the gallon of milk just for safety. Yeah, just in case. You guys both got a glass of water, so we're okay. Jeff, you feeling okay, man?
Chilling.
Okay.
Just ready to attack this, you know?
Sounds good. So now it's on to number 5.
This is Hot Ones Fiery Chipotle made by Homeboys, and they're like in Phoenix or Tempe or somewhere in there.
Oh, wow.
You are at Arizona State, right?
That's correct.
So you never heard of the Homeboys?
No, I've heard of it. I've just never done it.
Never done their hot sauce?
No.
All right. So this is Hot Ones. Yeah, this is their first branded. This was their very first sauce. Now they sell, oh my gosh, they have all kinds of different sauces and merch and a small empire that they've built out of this whole thing. So this is also a very good one too. This is all on the nice gradual ride up before it gets
painful.
Yeah, before it gets real.
I will say it's a lot better being on this side, Brett, than being the ones that are eating it.
Well, yeah, that is true. That is true. Well, I don't know. I like doing it. Yeah.
You enjoy it, but you're kind of a maniac that way.
I'm kind of a maniac that way. All right, serving up wing number 5 here.
So what's your favorite flavor?
I always like the Queen Majesty stuff. She's got some other stuff too. She's got dark chocolate one that's really good. Some with it's called charcoal ghost pepper. It's really good. Some lime. She's got a lime zest kind of one, which is also very flavorful. So I'd always pick those. The Los Calientes, which I've run out of. That's another Hot Ones branded one that's really good. I like that too. That's really good for like throwing stuff on the grill too.
Sam, must not be too bad because you guys are still finishing the whole wing.
That one was really good.
Oh, smooth.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't think that was spicy at all.
There we go. See? Well, and it is. It's like a lot about how the sauce is made. It's for flavor or just to punish. All right, next up, this is some aggressive branding. This is Dirty Dick's hot sauce.
Okay.
Yeah. World's greatest hot sauce. No brag, just fact. Well, I can't vouch for that, but it is actually pretty tasty.
Okay.
I will say
Dirty
that.
Dicks. Let's go.
Dirty Dicks. Let's go. All right. So, now Jeff, you were down at Arizona State before you were here?
That's correct.
And you're from Illinois, right?
I'm from Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how different was that, Chicago winters to adjusting to, a 65-degree wind chill in Tempe in December?
Honestly, you just got to get through the summer. If you get through the summer, you'll be good.
That is true. Everybody's like, oh, the winter's great. But yeah, the flip side is this. My folks live in Tucson, so
okay.
Yeah, that's brutal.
That's like the nicer area, kind of.
Yeah, well, they're out in Vail. It's like way in the middle. It looks like a drug runner's compound. They're out in the middle of nowhere. But
those summers in Arizona are brutal.
Yeah.
I went down to visit my girlfriend this summer, and I felt like I was breathing in hot air when I was outside. It was like 113 degrees at 8 p.m. too. Like it was dark out.
A little different than when you step outside here and it's like 30 degrees. And you inhale and your nose hairs freeze together. But everything just melts down there.
It's facts. But it definitely does put you in like perspective when it like gets cold, especially for Arizona people. Like it gets to like probably like the 70s, which isn't too bad. But like for Arizona people, that's like cold to them,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Well, my folks, they used to do half a year in Arizona and then half a year here. And then when my dad retired his consulting company, they were like, yep, no more winters. We're just going to go back to Arizona full time. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll see you later. All right. So we're on, Dick's, 21,000 on the Scoville units. So not bad.
You definitely feel this one right away.
Yeah. I do like this one, though, as far as the stuff on the hotter end.
You definitely get a kick out of this one.
It's a little sweeter.
I'm good on that one.
Good job, Sammy.
Oh, wait. Getting a little bit there.
It gets in the back of your throat there.
Yeah. No, that's good, though.
So they don't have this at the training table?
We don't.
Not at all.
I talked to Trev about that one.
Yeah. We need some more condiment options.
Let's get the bomb.
All right.
No, you're not going to be saying that here in about 3 minutes here.
All right. Well, up next is Pain 100%.
Flattering name.
Right. All right. So what can fans expect from Nebraska ball this year?
This is going to be a team that is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Always going to put in full effort, and I mean, we're going to play the right way. Like, I just think we'll move the ball, play defense, and we're not going to leave anything out on the floor, which I think the fans can really get behind.
What'd you guys kind of take away from Shadron on Sunday? Obviously a win, but I mean, it's one of those that you probably go in expecting to win. So, I mean, that's when you look back at the film and you
Full
kind of
respect to
figure out.
Shadron State.
Yeah, full respect to Shadron, obviously. But like, what did you guys learn from yourselves through just a short amount of time?
Yeah, that's one of those games where, I mean, it's first game of the season, so it's not going to be perfect. And you got to learn as much as you can from it. We had a really good film session today. And I think we learned a lot. We saw some things I think we weren't really getting from practice that are going to be really important for us to keep getting better. So I think it was really a learning game, and we saw when we're doing really well, like what we can be.
Yeah.
So it was definitely positive for us.
How much more enjoyable is it going up against other people than you guys in practice?
It's definitely a lot different. But like, I mean, I feel like we handled it pretty well with like everyone playing new together, and I feel like you're gonna get a team that like really
just smelled it.
Pain 100% is on the win.
Yeah,
right
here we
now.
go.
I definitely feel like you're gonna get a team that really cares about like winning, and not just like winning, like doing like the little things just to win, and like really caring about the community at the end of the day, and just being like people and like greeting everybody, and just like being like a really respectful team.
All right, Brett, tell us what Wing 7 is.
This is Pain 100%.
Eat it, Jeff. Eat it. That tastes awful.
Yeah, this is around the 28,000 Scoville units. Yeah, it's not. This is where it starts to take a turn. You don't have to eat the whole
doing
wing.
one bite on that one.
There you go.
Good call, Sam.
So, have you guys watched the doc on Netflix about the Redeem team?
Yeah,
I watched it the other
How
day.
good was that?
So good.
So good. It was really interesting. Obviously, you watch it in the Kobe stuff, and I covered the Spurs for 11 years, so
really?
I got to know the Kobe and the Lakers quite a little bit. So, but it was just cool, like seeing how he went in there and just changed the temperature just by. Colangelo was like, "Well, here's Kobe," and he's like diving over for every loose ball in practice, and he says, "You don't know what that kind of does until you see these guys look at him go get it, and then like, oh." Okay, that's what we're supposed to be doing. But I just thought that was, what was your guys' take on it?
I mean, just having like the young guys like LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, especially when they were like young and like didn't really know much about the league, and like having Kobe as like a person like look up to.
He's struggling. He's
like
struggling here.
Like a person look up to, just like helped them a lot, especially like going forward onto the league. And I feel like they wouldn't have been the same without like that person having him and like looking after that person. And I feel like that's like the best person you could have to like have an example for, just to like show you like kind of like the way into the league and like how things are, and like that you have to like work every step just to like kind of get to where you want to. And like it's not like just given, like you have to work for it, and like you have to put like the extra work to go even farther in life.
I love the anecdote when they played Spain in that first game.
Yeah.
And he tells the guys, first play, I'm running straight through Pau's chest.
That was a sweet video.
Yeah, right. Sure, whatever. And then boom. He laid him out.
Yeah.
And like, to Pau's credit, he's like, I know the deal. It's good. I'm not going to overreact. But all the other guys are like, whoa. I enjoyed that part of it.
All right.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts for sure.
So now it's time.
Oh boy.
This is the infamous number 8, Da Bomb Beyond Insanity. I would recommend, tread lightly. Because this one
Get a full.
very
You
long
need
way.
some milk, Jeff. You good? You good on fluid?
Chilling, man.
All right, cool.
All right, because we'll take a little break after this action.
Yeah. We'll take a break.
Man. All right, look. That wing is like, there's like way too much. That would kill a normal human. I want to pull that one off. We'll throw another one in here.
God bless America.
Can I get some water real quick?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
go
no,
for
if
it.
you guys need to step out or whatever, get some water. We'll be just fine here.
There we go. Yep.
All right.
Got a little on the fingers there. Don't want to touch the eyes. Yeah, that was That's like a murder wing.
That one's caked. That one's
one-
caked on there.
That would not be fair to anyone.
You can save that one for the baseball boys.
Yeah, right. I'll slide that one in there.
They'll be their first wing.
That would be rude. That'd be.
Here we go, Jeff.
All right. So how's it smell?
Pick.
Yeah, this one's pungent is the word I would use.
Oh. Yeah, acid is how I would describe the smell.
How's the lips feeling? Because when I went, the lips were burning. They were sizzling a little
Lips
bit.
are definitely burning.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
All right, just wait. Here we go.
Nose is starting to run. I'm not ready for this.
You taking the first one? I'm taking it.
Together.
So let's see. This one is on the Scoville scale. I think part of the problem with the bomb, it's 135,600 on the Scoville scale. But I think part of the reason why it's like so gnarly is because they use extracts, whereas a lot of these other ones are just natural heat. Oh,
yeah, this is one where you start to cry a little bit. Yep, you start to cry.
Yeah, one bite.
That is just
Jeff.
Oh.
He knows what he's about. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I mean, it's just pure pain.
That's one right there.
Yeah, there's nothing delightful about the bomb.
They're handling it pretty well.
I would say, yeah.
That's just gonna stick, isn't it?
It's yeah. Well, here's the thing: is like, and Sean talks about this on the show too. Is like, ride that one out, and we're gonna take a break here and let you guys let that dissipate a little bit. But after that one, these two, they're nothing. Even though they're way higher in Scovilles, they're nothing compared to that one. For some reason, whatever reason, it's just because these guys, they're in Kansas City, Kansas. So that's where evil resides.
Mm-hmm.
So we know.
Oh my god!
I'll be honest.
Worse.
Okay, yeah. So it sits there. It sits there for a moment, but you guys are handling it pretty well. Like I cried when I went straight into it. I cried, and I have no problem admitting that one. I mean, let's be real. It's pain, but
how much of the wing did you have? I just had a bite.
I had probably 2 or 3 bites per wing, but still, there's no shame in just taking one bite. There is no shame in just taking one. So, all right, so we'll let that one simmer.
Fire off a break.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, they will we'll get the update on how they're feeling after the bomb. Once again, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys. We'll take a break. It's the Sam Hoiberg Show on 93.7 The Ticket.
Think you need a new furnace due to a cracked heat exchanger? Call Bryant for a free second opinion. Might save you thousands, no matter what brand. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. We do whatever it takes.
Fall has arrived, and it's the perfect weather for the DIY market to listen to the game while building a deck. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smooth. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671 or go online at deckcityne.com.
You want to join a team of industry leaders, a team where you can learn and grow, a team that treats you right. Well, don't hesitate to look at all the great career opportunities at Acres Equipment, the largest John Deere dealer network in Nebraska. We offer industry-leading wages, state-of-the-art benefits, and a great culture that focuses on both our customers and our employees. Find your next career opportunity at acres.com/careers.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Join DP and Jay Foreman for Old School today from 4 to 6 at the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus. The guys will be broadcasting from the Barred Owl Patio Bar on the top floor. Come see the best views in town with great drinks on Thirsty Thursday today, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back. For sure. Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
In today's day and age, people are trying to do more and more projects by themselves. That might be better on the wallet, but it can also lead to painful sounds like this. Ow! Poor guy, trying to do wiring all by himself. Let's have another listen. It's just not worth it. Don't hurt yourself or make things worse than they are already. For any of your electric needs, call Joe at Ambition Electric today at 402-217-3415 or go to ambitionelectric.com.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Sam Hoiberg Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, so we're back here on the Sam Hoiberg Show. The boys have just now finished to bomb a couple minutes ago, probably 6-7 minutes ago, and they're rubbing ice cubes on their lips right now. Jeff just got a refill of water with an ice cube in his mouth. How are we feeling, boys?
It's getting a little better, but still
ready to keep
awful.
rolling.
Tears came out during the break. Also, shout out John King for the $2.
Where does that $2 go to? The general fund?
I believe so.
More ice.
More ice. This pays for future Hot Ones
You have an
endeavors.
intern run down.
If Sam ever wants to bring in, anybody else.
John King, why not?
There you go.
Yeah, you're doing it with me next, John.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, appreciate it, John.
But see, now Sam knows what to expect. So if he wants to do this again, he can bring in a couple of teammates, and he knows what to expect.
Yeah, we'll see about
If
that.
if you want to do it again,
maybe.
Spiciest thing you guys have ever eaten?
100%.
100%?
Far.
Thus far. That is true, thus far.
Not even close.
all right. So now we got wings 9 or sauces 9 and 10.
Yeah, this is the original. This is the original number 10 sauce back in the early days of the show. Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage.
So
the Liquid Rage is what really sells it for me.
So this is what Rico says on the text line. He's listening. Remember, boys, the skin on your lips and butthole are the same. So be ready for that same feeling tomorrow. That's Rico.
real nice. It's real nice, Rico.
Letting you know. Although you do have an 8:30 practice tomorrow, so who knows?
Oh,
who knows if
God.
it's before, during, or after practice?
I'm hoping to get it out tonight.
Only time will tell.
Yeah. You guys run pretty clean systems.
All right, so we got.
Are you guys ready for 9?
We can do it.
All right, they're ready. All right, let's go. That's pretty good.
All right, so we got sauce 9 coming
Ice
up.
tastes way better than the wings.
Wow.
So you're from Chicago. I know you were born. How long did you live in Chicago?
So I was born there, moved to Minnesota when I was 6 months old, I believe.
Okay.
Lived there for 7 years, and then we were in Iowa for 5, back to Chicago area for 4, and then here. It's going into my 4th year here.
Okay. So, but Chicago, not known for real. I know they have great food in Chicago, but like probably nothing spicy.
Nope. None
Not
of this.
that I know of.
Yeah.
Maybe some peppers on some Italian beef.
Right,
Yeah, that's pretty
Italian
much it.
beef, deep dish pizza, nothing spicy really.
Did you guys watch the Hulu series, The Bear? Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like set in the Chicago beef type restaurant. This guy, like top, Michelin star chef, came back to run his brother's Chicago beef shop and turned it into like a respectable joint or whatever. But it was a very real look at like life in a kitchen by all accounts. It was also a lot like I produce live TV when I'm not here, like crazy stuff. It's like the same thing in the kitchen, but they also said it was a pretty good slice of Chicago. So like if you're interested, I would say check out The Bear on Hulu.
I appreciate that.
All right, here we are. We're moving on to Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage. This checks in at a meager 550,000 on the Scoville scale.
It's been about 11 minutes since you ate a wing, so we should be good. We should be ready for number.
And again,
number 9.
you don't got to consume the whole thing. Take a legitimate bite. Know that you went there.
Ready?
Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, pal.
And we're off.
Oh God. There we go again.
You say it before
There you
Jeff
go.
even takes a bite, so he's like, "Man, I gotta take a bite." Take a bite.
Whoa.
I mean,
There it is.
It's not a walk in the park, that's for
No.
sure.
But you have to think about it this way: you're 9/10 of the way done. All right,
9/10 of the way done.
90% finished. You got 10% left.
Yep. That's good. That's all I can say. I can't really say much right now. Too many words.
It hurts to talk. Are you at that point where it kind of hurts to talk a little bit?
It's hard to think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, that's the real brilliant kind of part about the whole deal on the interview show is that, like, when you interview celebrities, they're always only going to give you so much. But this stuff throws people off their game.
Yeah, they can't think
So that
about
now it's like, oh, I'm just going to say whatever the hell I need to say to get out of here alive. So that's kind of the genius behind it all.
All right, so Sam's going to take a break. I did just see the baseball guys. KP just walked in, so they're going to be up next for this one, and we'll have them we'll have the basketball guys give the baseball guys some advice before we get out of here. They got one more wing left though. one that's just a little
The
bit
last dab.
a
is
last
the last
dab.
one that remains.
So they'll once they get back in here, we got about 5 minutes
I was
left
gonna
of the
say,
show.
what's the out time on this show?
Yeah,
Okay,
so we
5 minutes.
don't have to necessarily. There's not. We just got to make sure the legal ID gets in here, close to the top of the hour. So whenever Sam and Jeff get back in here,
Keep the FCC happy.
exactly. That's all that matters. So we'll get those guys back in here in a second. They're still getting some fluids. But all right. So Brett, you asked me, am I pumped for the World Series? You a baseball guy?
Oh sure. Yeah.
Who we taking in the World Series? Because it starts tonight, I believe.
Well, my daughter will disown me if I don't say the Astros. So
man,
I say the Astros.
All right. So,
but I
Astros
thought
over the Phils.
Bryce Harper, like he helped build that thing in Washington, and then he left, and then 2 years later they won a series.
Yep.
So I'm glad that he's getting his crack at it because I mean, no matter what people think of him, whatever, he's a hell of a baseball player.
Yeah.
And he's
sustained
earned
it.
that shot. Yeah,
He
for
sustained
sure.
it. So that's true. All right. How we feeling, gents?
I think that one's better.
Not bad.
Easier than the bomb.
100%. 100%.
Believe it or not, me and
Can't do
Sam
it.
actually went to a Phillies game
Really?
We did.
back when we were playing AAU.
Oh yeah.
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 Nice.
That's when they were like not too good though.
That's right. It's fine.
Just got Bryce Harper.
What'd you think of Citizens Bank Park?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's really nice.
Philly's an interesting town.
Yeah.
Went to my first NBA All-Star game was the 2002 game there. And we were there for like 4 days, and I came away with like 87 different stories about Philadelphians and their hospitality.
So, Sam, out of all the places you guys have been, where's your favorite place you've lived?
Every place has like things I loved about it. I'd say probably Chicago area is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So like all of my best friends, closest friends are from there.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha. All right, so now we're on to number 10, the last one.
Number 10, this is the Last Dab Triple X. This sauce is made by a guy named Smokin' Ed Curry in South Carolina. He owns his own chili pepper farm, and this stuff he's been cultivating this. It's called X because it took him 10 years to create this pepper. So he has like a whole bunch of these peppers that he knows that like he's going to break a world record with like that most scovilles for like one pepper, just natural in its natural state. But then he knows somebody else is going to break that record. But then he's got the next one lined up. So God knows how many, blazingly hot peppers he has stacked up here.
How often do they switch out the sauces for this for the
So
the
every year
process?
they switch out except for number 8 and then whatever the latest version of the Last Dab is.
Gotcha.
They'll put that up. But yeah, the Last Dab is the one constant that has been there.
All right.
So like whoever's been on the show, who's ever done it, they can say, oh yeah, I did the bomb.
Yeah.
All right. So this is not a lot on here. Now, of course, the tradition is to put a dab on yourself. You guys have seen the show.
Yep.
So, doesn't have to be huge. Doesn't have to be hot, but, I'll pass the bottle around and you guys have the opportunity to dab it up because there's not a lot of sauce on there. But you really want to, there it is, passing it down.
yeah, it hurts to breathe right now.
There it is. Oh, that's a good size.
That's respectable.
That's a good size.
respectable.
Yeah,
There
that's a
we
good
go.
size.
All right.
Give it to Jeff. Jeff, grab yourself.
Jeff is looking
the
entirely
wing.
unsure about this proposition.
Yep, he's ready.
Dab it up.
You're golden right there, man. You're good.
Yeah,
don't go crazy.
That's good. Yep. All right, that's a really respectable one. All right.
I don't think we meant to do.
All right, so now, any final
Would you
thoughts
like to join
before
us?
the? No, not straight into 10.
All right.
No, I know better.
Cheers, Jeff.
Last one's favorite.
There you go. Cheers
Good
on the
journey.
last one.
The
All right.
process.
To Nebraska ball. Hush falls over the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what? That one tastes better than the last few, but hot.
It's just the previous ones are still like sitting there.
Mhm.
They just sit there for a little bit.
And you can just
Not
taste-
bad, Jeff.
Show.
All right.
It's coming along though.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Now you did it. You
Yeah,
did
that's it. That's all it is.
It worked.
So how about that? Harder, easier than expected? What are we thinking?
Easier, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good
Pretty
then.
It all depends on your
I've
thought
been-
process going
The whole
into
day,
it.
I just was ready for it to kill me, but I'm all right.
All right.
You gotta know it's gonna come eventually, so just gotta be prepared.
Jeff, I'm surprised. He said he didn't like spice, and he
I
killed
really
it.
didn't.
All right, but you made it.
A lot better than I thought.
All right, so now advice for the baseball guys, because they're going to go through the same gauntlet that you guys just went through.
Ice
Well,
was my savior.
yeah, ice definitely, but I wish them the best of luck.
Yeah,
I mean,
not
you know,
much you can say. Just try to get through it.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got a minute left. Any final thoughts before you guys hit the road to Colorado? To any final thoughts here?
Well, thank you for setting this up for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
That's a
appreciate it.
bless.
Bucket
Thanks for
list
the
thing
questions
crossed
too.
off. Yeah.
Questions helped a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Just like getting mind off of just the spice and everything.
That's the game part of it anyway.
Yeah, 100%. All right, gents.
Yeah, it was fun. Let me go get some more ice.
Yeah, go get some ice, get some fluids. We got milk right here as well. Stick around as Uncut with Kyle Perry. I believe Charlie Fisher's in the building as well. So those two guys will go through the hot ones process with myself and Brett here in a couple minutes. Stick around. Thanks again to Sam and Jeff for hanging out with us. Make sure you tune in next Tuesday to the Sam Hoiberg Show right here at 6 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Once again, coming up back in a couple minutes, we'll have Uncut with Kyle Perry as the guys take on Hot Ones right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
See ya.
Does your business need quick